Anyone with us at the minute? There we go. Am I on everyone though? Yeah. If there's anyone watching, just let me know. If I sound okay, and if you can see me through this terrible webcam. It seems to be jumping around a bit, that doesn't it? Seems to be going a bit weird. Probably better doing it top right, aren't I? All good, thank you, Mickey. What time is it for you? Hey, you are over on in Australia, I'm assuming, or. And I think my webcam's glitching out. It's an awful webcam. I am gonna invest some money into a camera, but let me know, does that camera feed keep on flickering green? Because if it does, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, so right now we are in Manchester. Nope. Bulgaria. Okay. But did you live in Australia? Or is Aussie just for something else, buddy? Am I getting that completely wrong? Yeah, so you're just an hour ahead. So, perfect. So, currently, we are in a payware scenery which completely doesn't match up. Long story, used to live there. Okay. Yeah, so we're in Mako Simulations Manchester Airport. And I know this is a payware, so it completely doesn't match up to the title of this live stream. I just thought I'd start here instead of the sim menu, as it were. So what we're going to do in this... is that dead loud? That little jet taking off there is so loud. It's a Learjet. What we're going to do in this live stream is we're going to go and have a look around the... We're going to have a look around the world. And we're going to go and have a look at some of the best freeware that I've sort of seen over the years, doing reviews and stuff and freeware videos. And you may see some that I've already done. You might see some that you've never seen. I'm going to be showing you ones that I've not put into a video, but I've seen for myself. Small ones, big ones, all airports. I might do a live stream of some aircraft, maybe. I might show you an aircraft, actually. I might show you an aircraft on the stream today. But I fully intend to make an actual cinematic for that particular aircraft, so I might not show it. Anyway, if you have any suggestions of FREEWARE Airports that you don't see today or you haven't seen me feature, pop it in the comments, pop it into the stream, and we will have a look at them in the possibly in the video, if I can. Well, I won't be able to, will I? Because I need to install them. Silly. But certainly, if I do another live stream, I will definitely feature them, as long as they're good. So as you can see, I'm sort of set up with things here. I've put a standby screen in and everything, just so you're not seeing any of the menus and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So while I'm jumping into the menus of Flight Simulator and it loading, although the load screens are pretty okay, so it doesn't really matter too much, does it? If you have joined us and you're watching, just pop a comment in and say hi. Let me know that you're here. But yeah, I need a drink because my mouth's getting already dry. I don't think Elliot is watching, but you'll be made up, mate. Just water and in a Starbucks cup, but it's water this time, no fizzy. So what we'll do is we'll jump to the first freeware, which is in Germany. I have featured this in a video, but it was a compilation video. I absolutely love this freeware. It's not big. It's a small little airstrip in Germany, as I say. What should we go in? It's going to have to be something like a Cessna, isn't it? Because otherwise it will not work. We'll jump into just a white. No, hang on. Yeah, just a white one. And then what we'll do is, once it loads in, I'll show you what this one looks like. How is everybody doing today? Yeah, I have caught the live stream bug, and everyone seemed to enjoy the idea of going in to do videos of maybe reviewing airports, stuff like that, exploring. I've got another live stream coming on Tuesday, 7 PM UK time. You're watching this and the Women's Cup final. Okay, cool. No, I really appreciate it. Sound quality, picture quality is good. Perfect, perfect. I know the webcam is absolutely crap, but this is all I had. It was an old sort of unbranded webcam that I had lying around. I am going to buy one soon. I'm actually going to buy a 2K camera, which is from Anker. It's a bit of a beefy unit, but if I can get it mounted somewhere, it'll make my ugly mug look a bit sharper. So you'll be able to see this weird swirly bit that I've got going on here on my beard. No, it's over there. Oh, it doesn't matter. I hate this new bug with Flight Simulator, by the way, where you'll go onto a stand or a cold and dark spot, and it'll put you taxiing out onto the runway, which I believe is quite a new thing, quite a new bug. Don't know how they managed to get that to go into the simulator, but yeah. So every time you start, it starts you into right, perfect. So you're in a Cessna C170, and we're in this first airport. I'm gonna have to use this, and no, I don't. I don't really, do I? I can just use the other one. So this is the first freeware that I want to show you guys. Now, the issue that I've got right now is that I can't say the name of the airport, but just look at it. Look how detailed it is. I like it. Detail. The fact that it's a freeware and it's got this much detail blows my mind, because the static people, they're not animated, but the quality of the static people is pretty good. Do you know what? It would actually be really good if I knew where we were. I do know where we are, but I tell you what. Look, listen. This is the first time I'm going to be messing up a bit, but I'm going to show you where I'm going because it makes more sense, and I'll show you the airport code and everything. the code so you can just jump into it, and I'll show you everything loading up, me trying to make fancy screens so you don't have to see any of the loading. So we are, and I hate the way it does this as well, doesn't actually. So Echo Delta Mike Indigo Illitus, I think it's Illertissen Airfield, I would say aerodrome in Germany. I'm gonna put all the links to where we end up going at the end. The reason I'm gonna do that is because I don't have a schedule in my mind of where we're going. We might just pick some things out on the fly and go there. So at the end I will put all the links in the comments, in the description, so you can go off and, you know, you're not paying for these, they're free. But I'm going to try my best to show you some really good payware quality airports. It's going to be a chill stream again. I did a giveaway a couple of days ago. I'm doing another giveaway on Tuesday for a new product which I saw on my social media feed, and I thought that looks really interesting. There's been things like it before. I won't say much about it, but join the channel at 7 PM on Tuesday, so that's the 16th of May, and I will show you around this new quirky little add-on. It's quite interesting, and I'll be giving away 5 copies of that add-on. 5 copies. The developers, well, I'll tell you, the developers are SoFly, so they've done a lot of the weather presets and stuff like that. They've done a new product, and I thought it looked very interesting. They saw I said that and said, here's 5 copies. On your live stream, you can give them away. So I'll be giving some more stuff away, guys, which is really cool. If you watch the last live stream, giveaway prizes will be in the next couple of weeks. I think I said on the 24th of May. I'll make sure that people know who's won, and we'll sort out prizes. Let's dive into this. So Illertissen in Germany, it's Echo Delta Mike Indigo. We'll dive back in. Hopefully it'll start cold and dark now, because it usually does on the second time of asking. God, I'm gonna have to have just like a tap of water next to me, because my mouth, I've got a bit of a sore throat anyway, but so if you do have any freeware that you've got or you've seen and I don't show it, or I haven't shown it on my channel before, pop it in the comments. You don't need to put a link or anything. Maybe just tell me the airport name, who it's from, or if you want to put a link, that would help a lot. And I'll be doing another live stream of freeware, definitely, or I could put it in a cinematic video. So this is Illertissen. This is in Germany, and it is very, very small airfield, but I think the level of detail here is fantastic. The swing set here for the kids. And once I saw this, I thought, you know what, that would be so cool, just watching the general aviation aircraft taking off. And you can see just the level of detail in some of the materials used in this scenery. The wood effect, until you get very, very close like that, goes blurry. But you can see the concrete, you can see the again, more wood, different materials, the metal roof. Look at the metal roof, look how detailed that metal roof is. And this pole here, look, you can see the paint chips and rust, the weathering. It's fantastic. and you know, again, I will probably reiterate a lot in this video. Everything I'm showing you is free. You can go and download it. After the stream, I'll put all the comments in. There's this swimming pool here. Now, the weirdest thing is, you've probably already seen it just off to the right there. Did anyone see that? Then if you know who that was, let me know in the comments. But yeah, swimming pool. And the hangar over here is pretty cool. It's got an A380 sort of mural on it. It's pretty cool. It's just a quaint little airfield. And I've got a couple of more little quaint little airfields coming up as well. There's some new bush ones, and one that I featured on the H145 cinematic video. I had a lot of people asking me where that was. So I'll take you there on this video. So this is Illertissen. It's in Germany. Echo Delta Mike Indigo. Available on flightsim.to, as will all of these that I show today. And it's lovely. It is a lovely little bit of scenery. Nothing major. No jetways or A380s taken off. If anyone guessed who that was, by the way, I'm pretty sure this is... Is it Sweet? Is it from San Andreas? Very, very odd. Yeah. Yeah. But I just wanted to show you that the level of detail in the signage. Now, you don't really see this on freeware. You'll see it on very high-end paywares. I'm talking end-of-day simulations, people like that, you know, impulse simulations. There's a lot of custom signage. There's some here, some here, the weathered sign here as well. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive. And then obviously the thing that holds everything together, the actual field runway. You see there's custom markers on the edges there as well. And it's just a nice place to fly. Let's jump into another one. I'll keep the menus on. There's no point in messing around with fancy little standby screens like this, but it's pretty cool. I've got my stream deck here, and it's nice just to jump around. Not too sure what's happened to the game feed there. There we go. By the way, I'm still getting used to streaming and using OBS and being on camera, because none of my videos I was on camera. My voice was, but not myself. We'll go to where I was talking about. If I can spell it, it was on my H145 video, and I'm not going to be able to find it for you now, am I? I'm not going to be able to find it. I will be able to. I'll just have to improvise and go onto my download section on flightsim.to. Let me know how everyone is doing today. What are you up to? I have just been watching my favorite aviation YouTubers. I've been watching airliners live all morning, sort of multitasking, setting up this live stream, stuff like that. And then later on I will be watching another favorite aviation YouTuber, Mr. Noel Phillips, who's just done a round the world trip on low-cost airlines, which sounds very interesting. Again, I'm going to struggle on the pronunciation on this. This is 068 or 068. It's in Oregon, USA, I think. But again, this is pretty amazing what they've done with this one. Again, available on flightsim.to. I will just stay inside the C-170 for the smaller airstrips, I think. And this is quite cool. I love seeing this. not very many people chatting today, is there? I mean, this is great practice for me, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna sort of interweave, if you like, some live streams when I can, and cinematics will. I think, looking at it right now, cinematics might go to 1 a week, possibly 2, depending on things. Depending on things. But a lot of people ask me, so I've had a lot of social media direct messages recently, and people on Discord asking, people asking on comments on YouTube about sort of the cinematic process, and I don't mind sharing. It's no secret, guys. People can go off and make cinematics for pretty much anything. You know what I mean? You can do it in real life. You can do it for any video game, as long as the video game has got a free camera which allows you to do it. The process, and generally the question is, the process of things, and I do a lot of filming in the same spot. So if I want to get, say, for example, let's say the cockpit of this Cessna, and you can see that I know this is going off topic, by the way. Sorry, let me just read the comment. Mickey, sorry, God, I went into a brain fart then. I'm actually curious about the accent. From which part are you? In terms of where I am in the UK or which part of Liverpool? I'm from Liverpool. I don't have the strong Scouse accent. Me and my wife, and obviously sort of my family, were from sort of dead central Liverpool, but you'll only really hear it in certain words. Usually what happens is, if I'm around other Liverpool people, I start going very Scouse. It's a bit weird. It's like it happens. A good sort of example is, if you're with someone from the same city and you've moved out to that city, your accent kind of weirdly comes back. Hello, Elliot. How are you doing, buddy? You okay? Yeah, I did put it down as a scheduled live stream, and again, this wasn't going to happen, mate. I didn't wake up this morning saying I'm going to live stream. It got to about, I say, 1:30, and I started making things and getting it set up, so I wasn't planning on it. So yeah, cinematics, 2 or 1 a week from now on. If I can do more, perfect, I'll get more out in a week, but generally I'm looking at 1 a week, and the process takes long, guys. It takes, on a bad week, it can take up to 4 days. On a good day, 2 to 3, I could sit there and wake up at a good time, get a load of footage done, and then the next day I'd get it into the editor. But the process of me, so I was using this as an example before. If I wanted to get footage from this cockpit, and it was like something like, this little movement here, I would do that about 5 or 6 times. And I'd do that for most clips. So as you can imagine, I'd then go into the video editor and I'd have 5, 6, even more clips of the same thing, and I have to trim them down. I have to then look at each one and pick the nicest one. Eurovision land. Yeah, by the way, I work on Water Street in Liverpool city centre, sort of the part-time sort of virtual reality job that I've got. I walked outside yesterday and it knocked me sick. The amount of people walking past my work, and then I saw on the right where the sort of Eurovision village was, it was just a sea of people. I took a picture and sent it to my wife, and we were like, ugh. Yeah, that kind of sound. So anyway, let's jump back into the actual airport. haven't got a clue what the name of the airport is. Slice at it's Slice, but it's SLUICE Creek. Sluice or Slice Creek. Guys, I'm terrible. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. The code is either 068 or 068. It's free. I'll pop it in the comments below once the stream is over. But at first you're thinking, well, yeah, okay, it's a little bush trip in the middle of west coast, or the west of northwest of the United States. I don't know why she is in a bikini. Don't know. I can't imagine it's particularly warm. Maybe in the summer, but she seems to be, yeah. I mean, again, this has got animated people. The models aren't as good as obviously something that you'll find in Aerosoft Brussels, but you know, it is freeware. What I wanted to show you is just the level of detail in the particular objects and the way the airport's been created. Look at all these custom flowers. Now, I don't know if every set of these has got it, but I will show you just further along. Some of it is the default Asobo foliage, and then most of it, other part of it, are these lovely custom foliage. Look at the well. It's so cool. Let me just look at the comments. So Elliot, you've done 5 circuits in your flight training, mate. Well done. Something I really want to do. Let's. I'm not gonna say never, but how's it going, mate? Is the flight training going well? How did it go today? Couple looks are hard to get footage of. Why do you do each times? I do all of them once. It just gives me a better chance of getting the footage, because sometimes, do you know what? I don't want to say it's like when people shoot films or people shoot TV shows, but generally they shoot quite a lot of the same scene, quite a lot of time. It just gives me more options in the editor when it comes to it, and sometimes, you know, we do know that Microsoft Flight Simulator stutters. it's non-avoidable sometimes. Sometimes I'll see a stutter when I'm in the video editor and be like, oh my god, if I didn't have another 4 or 5 copies of the same footage, it's loading the sim back up and getting the footage again. Which, as we know, it's not a 2-second load on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Anyway, so you can see this lovely cabin, more animated people. They're all on the phones, but you know, you've got all the custom jeeps, you've got the custom foliage. I haven't been inside here. I don't think there's a really detailed. Oh, I don't think you can go in there. So it's got that little sort of mesh thing where you can't go inside. But what I really want to show you is just this little bit here with the windsock. I just love all the clutter. You've got sacks full of, I don't know, whatever, but the pile of bricks and just the weathering on the hut. I saw the screenshot of this little airfield and thought, no way is it that good. It really is. And obviously, you know, the surroundings. I mean, who wouldn't want to fly that approach? But what I really want to show you is this. Look at this. You can't see it right now. You have to get really close. Here's the windsock. All the flowers. But look. There's butterflies around the flowers. So cool. So cool. So yeah, again, I'll be repeating myself a lot throughout this live stream. Free to download. I'll pop it in the description afterwards so you can go and explore it yourself. You know, you're not missing out, guys. If you don't like it, just delete out your community folder. But like I said, who's not going to want to fly that approach? You've got, you know, a creek down below, you got your river down below. And then obviously it's got this kind of what we call like a tabletop approach. You know, it's got the drop. I wouldn't say it was a drop. That's more like a hill, isn't it? It's like a slope. But, you know, you are landing on this kind of hilltop, aren't you, really? And just look at that. I mean, picturesque. Let's jump into another one, eh? Let's go back and go into another freeware. Proper. Oh, look, Elliot. I showed you before you joined. It's water. It's not coffee, I promise. So yeah, how is everybody doing today? I tried to go live at a good time, because, well, YouTube told me this is when most of my subscribers are on. So yeah. So anyway, did anyone watch Eurovision last night, by the way? I didn't. And I think Sweden won, didn't they? Let's go to a new freeware. We're currently over Northwest States, United States. And I'm doing this from memory. Can you believe it? I'm also doing it from the list that I've got. I've got a list somewhere of. Oh, do you know what? I'll tell you where we'll go. We will go to Quimper. I'm gonna be butchering that. I'm like Quimper Airport in France. Yeah, Elliot. I mean, it's good practice, I guess, as well. See how it goes. Mickey, you watch Eurovision now? Again, like I said on the last live stream, the only Eurovision I like is Father Ted's My Lovely Horse. That's probably the only one I could probably stomach. But you know, the city of Liverpool was absolutely mental. There was so many people in the city at once. You know, it's not exactly a quiet city, you know, on other days, but the amount of people that were there was insane. A lot. The cleanup this morning was probably disgusting, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll go to Quimper, which is in France. And I have done a video on this one before, and it's really nice, actually. Haven't got a clue where it is off the top of my head, I must admit. It's because we're in Spain, weirdly enough. Look at me trying to look through Spain and France is up here. Jeez, it's a good job I did well on geography. There he is. I think it's called Quimper. I think that's how you say it. It's Lima Foxtrot Romeo Quebec. Is it Quebec? I think it is, yeah. I think I'm quite good on me aircraft alphabet. I'm sure there's an actual proper name for that. I'm probably talking silly right now. Just ignore me. Just enjoy the soothing tones of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's go in the Bombardier. Let's go in the Global 6000. This is a FREEWARE aircraft, by the way. It's not got the best cockpit, but it looks okay from the outside. Yeah, man, Elliot, let's do it. Let's do a live stream. Let's go some group flying. We'll set that up soon, mate. Just bear with me. Let's get the global 6000. Park it up at Quimper. And I'll show you around this one. This is nice. If you have seen my video on this one, then cool, cool. It's one of my older ones. 2021 maybe a bit later. I don't know when I record it. Go into the video section and scroll down quite a lot, and you'll see there's a dedicated video. It's got the before and after stuff in it, you know. But we'll have a look around it live here. So, I mean, it's quite similar for everyone who's live streaming, but every so often I'll look at the camera, which I don't like, but I'm looking at my second screen. That's why I'm always like that. That's what I'm doing. Looking at the second screen, which I've got all the OBS stuff on and chat and stuff like that. Dun, dun, dun. Okie doke. See, this is the bug that I was saying. This new bug that sort of happened, was it? I'm imagining it was Sim Update 12. And it suddenly just, even if you put your aircraft on the ramp of a particular airport, it starts you on the runway. Which is just odd. The only way to fix it right now is to jump back into the main menu and do it again, put it back on the same stand, and it will go there. Let's just leave that on the runway. Very, very safe, Brian. Let's just leave it on the runway. But yeah, this is Quimper. This is another freeware scenery, which is fantastic. I mean, it's got a perimeter fence. Cheers, Elliot, mate. Yeah, no, before and afters, as you can imagine, we're talking about sort of doing cinematics and stuff like that. The before and afters were next. You know, I appreciate what you're saying, mate. I really appreciate that you like them. A lot of people sort of enjoyed what I was doing there with them. But as you can imagine, mate, doing the videos yourself, it's insanely difficult. It's like, if you want it to line up, like you want each shot to line up, you've almost got to remember the coordinates. It's like, you know, example, I want to do a before and after shot of, I don't know, this windsock here. I'm in the cinematic camera, and you know, I've got to do that with the default scenery, and then I've got to quit the sim. So basically what I do is it's not difficult really in terms of me telling you how to do it. It's more of a description of how I line things up. And if you want to do this, guys, I don't mind it, because it's probably not going to happen on this channel again, but I can never say never. But essentially you're recording everything. Static shots are easier, of course, but I did try to have some moving ones. You would go into your default scenery for the airport. You would capture everything that you needed to. Generally, you're looking at the most built-up areas, the things that the payware or the freeware changed a lot of, and then you just do exactly the same shots. When you then have to quit the sim, obviously install the add-on, and then do it all again. So the process takes a while. The results are always worth it until you get in the simulator, and I was like, that does not line up at all. It was easy to kind of fix if you hadn't made too much of a mistake. But yeah, I'd have to take a picture of the windsock, go back in and do it again. Hello, pilots. How you doing, mate? Hello, How you doing, mate? You okay? Nice to see you, mate. We're gonna have to get that video done that we were talking about, aren't we? Brandon in the house. Yeah. So, how's your pilot training going, mate? Have you actually got your license now, Brandon? Pretty sure you have, or are you sort of a lot into it now, into your training? Or am I getting that wrong, mate? I'm pretty sure you do your training. I know you're working at an airport, aren't you? Because I saw your thing about you had to push out a Spitfire, didn't you? Incredible. That blew my mind. I was like, wow. That's just like an honor to do that, you know what I mean? That's not just like a mundane thing at work and you come in and I've got to push another Cessna back. It's a Spitfire. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is a Quimper in France, and it's a very, very detailed scenery, as you can probably tell. Yes, we are, mate. Yeah, you know, I've been busy. Yeah, mate, me too. No license just yet. Went solo a couple of weeks ago. Nice, nice. That must be terrifying. Like being sort of told, okay, your time is now. You're going in the plane on your own. Props to you, mate. No pun intended. But honestly, mate, well done, because you know I've had one experience when I think I was about 13 or 14, maybe even younger. My mum was gifted a Cessna flight over Blackpool, over the waterfront, and obviously she said to me, you can come with me. And the pilot at the time went, "Yeah, I'll take the wheel." It was the yoke wheel. Don't ever say that again. Take the yoke. I guess he said take the wheel at the time, because I don't think I knew what a yoke was at the time. Maybe I don't. Anyway, I can babble on, can't I? And I took the wheel, and that was my 2 seconds of fame in a Cessna. I got to turn it a bit. But yeah, Quimper, FREEWARE scenery. This is from. I'm pretty sure this is from Headwind. Yeah, ignore the pun, mate. It's going to happen a lot in these live streams. The jokes are going to be terrible. A couple of dad jokes. I can actually say dad jokes now. If you didn't see the live stream the other day, I'm going to become a dad soon in October. So that's another. It's wonderful, but very scary prospect. Very scary prospect. But yeah. I'm going off topic a lot, guys. I'm sorry if the fillers and sort of the way I go off on things is a bit. Tell me. I don't mind. Be constructive and tell me. Give me some feedback. I just sort of I don't think anyone generally does a script for live streams. I could be wrong, but certainly I'm just doing it as I go. If you can't already guess, yeah. So Quimper in France. This is a FREEWARE scenery. Lots of detail, perimeter fencing, floor textures, ground textures, apron textures, taxiway textures. Fantastic. The airport, I believe, does see some A320, 737, so it is equipped to do that. But when I first saw this, I thought, wow, what a nice looking landside. You can actually see I think these are default animated people from Asobo. They kind of do this weird thing where they kind of do the sequence and then they stop and disappear and go back to the start. That looks like Hitman, doesn't it? Yeah, that's Hitman. Oh, oh, there he is again. Yeah, definitely Hitman. Only he could do that. But as you can see, it's really, really detailed. You've got the H145. Actually, that's a Eurocopter. That's a EC145, I believe. You can tell because of the sort of the what would you call them? Ailerons, the little winglets coming off the end of the tail there of the rotor. I think that's the main difference between the Airbus one and the Eurocopter one. But fantastic airport. Again, freeware, as I keep on mentioning. I think headwind simulations do this. Do you know what? I can't be too sure, guys. I'll put it in the comments below. But headwind, if it is, they also do a couple of good aircraft as well. Cheers, Brandon. Yeah, due in October, so the channel might go a bit quiet for a bit. It might also become a bit more active because I'll be up all night. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you might find some early morning live streams from the old channel. As I said before, guys, if you've got any suggestions of freeware that I've possibly not shown on the channel or not going to show in this, I don't think you'd know if I'm going to show it or not. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. We'll move on to the next one, which I have absolutely no idea what it is. That's the beauty of live streaming, isn't it? Yeah, I've got all my fancy things, haven't I? I've got my OBS thing where I can go, oh, look, oh, let's go into standby mode. By the way, what do you think of that video? Yeah, that one there. Elliot, you'll know where that is, mate. You'll know where it is, but that was one of my favourite videos because it just looks so realistic. Oh, and the slideshow over that way. There's some of the screenshots I've taken more recently in the simulator. But yeah, I put a standby thing in. It's alright. There's another standby one as well. What does the other one standby one do? It takes me away. Bottom left, no, top right. There we go. So, where should we head next? Well, I'm going to chance it. Well, not chance it. I'm going to show you one that I haven't actually seen. No, do you know what? I'm lying to you. I've seen it in real life. I've seen it for real. But I haven't done a video on my channel as of yet. This is lovely, this one. This is very, very nice. I believe, off the top of my head, the creator of this is Neptune. And I have featured Neptune's scenery in videos before. Gorizia. Gorizia. Do you know what, guys? It's a good job. Any news on MM simulations? In what respect, mate? Let's go in the Skymaster because I do not fly this plane enough. It's so unique looking. I'm going that one. So again, the aircraft manufacturer, is it Pipistrel? Am I saying that right? If I'm not, I don't know how you would tell me if I'm not. Pipistrel, the guys who make the aircraft manufacturer. This has got the Pipistrel like offices or factory next to it. But from what I've seen, it's really nice looking. Another lovely looking detailed scenery. And as I say, Neptune's done quite a lot. Hey, look at the cockpit of this Skymaster, by the way. Is this starting up on its own? It's put me on the runway again, hasn't it? Oh God, doesn't matter. No matter. So this is another lovely little sort of a bit bigger than what we started with, but it's so detailed. Elia, no, I am doing a cinematic for Liège, the cargo one that they've recently brought out, but nothing else, mate. There's they're producing some great airports, but I think they have certain people doing their marketing for them. You know what I mean? You've not got that bug with the runway spawn thing. Oh my God, you're so lucky because it's doing my bloody head in. But yeah, the scenery, look at it. Look at the grooming. The albatross, and the actual model is pretty detailed. Sat here on its own. You can see all the weeds in the concrete coming out the ground. Lovely bits of detail, custom foliage, which again, sometimes you only see in payware scenery. What I did want to show you with this one though is the you're not on beta. I'm not. No. I hope not. It's this sort of decrepit building here, and the textures. There's no sort of parallax interior effect, but as you can see right now, the developer has done a great job in putting sort of the foliage up the side of the building. The roofing textures look lovely. The metal sort of slate roof with the bits of rust and weathering. These outbuildings look really, really nice for such a sort of for such a free airport. But I mean, you got primitive fencing. You've got this metal in front of the windows, the exposed brick and the cladding. It's pretty amazing for freeware, isn't it? Let's face it. And looking at it, these windows at the top here have possibly got some PBR texturing going on as well. Making our way further down again, more detailing. You've got jeeps, you've got bins, you've got electric wire running from the building. This area could just be very, very bare and sterile, but it's not. It's pretty decent. Ground clutter, the fence in here. Look at this. It's not pin sharp, you know what I mean? It's blurry, but you're actually never going to see that unless you do what I'm doing and getting the drone camera out and having a look. But it's pretty detailed, you know what I mean? And look at that hangar, by the way. Do you know what? I have not seen this hangar, and it looks absolutely amazing. Oh, wow. See, even I'm getting blown away. You've got all the historic photo. Look at this. Look at this. Again, not the most pin sharp pictures you're going to see in a scenery, but you can see what they're all about. The doorway and the roof. Look at that. I mean, look at this. Fantastic work. This is one of the most detailed hangars I've seen in the simulator, and that goes for some of the payware. This G2 Galeb, again, models perfect. The actual picture quality on this one is fantastic, as you can see. Have a little read of this. This reminds me of the Free Aircraft Museum that I went to in Prague. They've got it they've got an airport, obviously the main airport, and then they've got a couple of others surrounding the city, and they had a museum where you could see old civil and military aircraft, and I just couldn't believe it was free. And it was like this. They had all the information points. Very, very interesting. Really, really impressed, by the way, with this with this hangar. Hang on, can you go in there? It goes outside. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. And have a look at this. I don't know if this is a Fiat. It probably isn't. Someone in the comments might know and be able to tell me, or if you rewatch the live stream. Look at that. That's fantastic. It is actually a Fiat. So cool. So cool. Look at this sort of military looking truck as well. I can't believe I've been going for an hour. No wonder my throat's killing me. Again, the textures for this particular building, the creator has gone ahead and used like photos just to give it that effect. Now, at a distance, these effects look really, really good, and you would be sometimes mistaken to think there was an interior, but there isn't. And I think that's perfectly fine, because you might be on stand, you might be parked up here, you might look over from your cockpit and see it, and it looks great. But I have to keep on stressing, everything you're going to see in the stream today is all free. You can go and download it on flightsim.to. I'm not going to show anything else. There's not many places you can get any other freeware sceneries. There's a couple of people sort of, download only with a donation from their particular website. But all flightsim.to, invaluable resource. Is that invaluable? Yeah. But, the building quality, the models for the buildings are just, they're stunning. Look at this. Can hear that Cessna Skymaster in the background there. This one down here is giving me Last of Us vibes. Look at this. Again, the textures. What I would say is the textures are a bit inconsistent, and I don't mean that as a negative at all. It's just you'll see some things, the buildings that look a lot better, and then some of them that aren't. But with saying that, this building is set further back. Oh, getting lost in the trees again. This building is set back from sort of the main airfield, isn't it? So at a distance, if you're over here, it looks fine. It looks great. Just jump up above just in case I miss anything. More custom foliage. Look at this. We've got a statue. Guys, do not judge me for not knowing who this is. Looks like the person is holding a football. But again, lovely little detail. There's me Cessna over there. Let me just straighten out the camera again. You'll see me doing that a lot. It's just because for a while now, the sort of the cinema. I don't know if it's me, the way I control it with the Xbox controller, but certainly the camera does sort of tilt around a bit. So I have to just straighten it up a bit, because sometimes it just becomes a point where you're like. So, Pipistrel, again, I could be saying that wrong. Pipistrel, the factory, or maybe some kind of distribute. I think it's a factory actually, is being included in this. And okay, it's not on the level as Zhevieski Designs Renton Airport, but it's pretty good. Where are we, please? We are in a Gorizia. Oh, do you know what? I'm really bad with this. We're in. Let me just see. Gojiria Airfield and the Pipistrel factory in Italy. It's by Neptune 11. Okay, I'll put the links for everything that I show in the live stream down below. You know, I've got it right on my screen now, man. You know what I mean? So let's put that in. It's Lima Indigo Papa Golf, and that is rated pretty much 5 stars. It's 4.95 stars on flightsim.to, over 1,000 downloads. It's great. You're in the middle of Italy here, but the quality of this freeware. Let's have a look. Look, you've got all the branding here, and look at that. Waiting for its wings to be installed. And then round here you've got more construction. Of course, we haven't got well, I don't believe we've got an interior, no. Although it does look like we've got some bits there. But you can see the aircrafts on the trailers, the Pipistrels there. I think that's in the simulator. I'm pretty sure it is. But again, it just shows you how dedicated the community is. They're fantastic at building these sceneries. And then there is a lot of sceneries out there that are payware quality, in my opinion. I mean, just look at the detail around here, the stairway, the metal structures that go up to the roof. You know, there's definitely PBR texturing going on the windows. Again, you've got that flat texture to mimic the interior. Fantastic though, really, really good. Just go above and show you. It's not a massive airfield. It's a decent size. It's kind of got these two strips that kind of go off in a kind of a V shape, if you can see that. Let's head to somewhere new then. Some more freeware. Look like we've got a few more people in the video, in the chat. Say hi, don't be shy. If there's anywhere that you want to see in particular, freeware wise, that you might want to suggest, let me know. Make sure you say hi in the chat though. I wonder if there's going to be a point where you can change the music to Flight Sim. So, where shall we head next? Where shall we head next? Let me have a look. I have got a basic list. Hello, FS Arts. Thank you for joining. And from Brazil. What time is it in Brazil at the minute, buddy? Not too good on the old conversions. Time conversions, that is. Oh, I tell you what. I tell you where we will go. Again, this was on my list of cinematics. It might still be. See what happens, eh? But this has been getting some attention recently. If I can spell it right, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Osaka. So it's oh, which one is it? Is it international? I think it's international. So there's the where we're going next. Again, everything will be linked in the description below. It's 12 PM now. Okay. That seems weird. Not 12 midnight or 12. It's 12 a.m. That's 12 a.m. 12 p.m. So what? You're only 4. Is it 4 hours behind? That's not right, is it? I'm not saying you're wrong, mate. You know the time there. It just seems very short. Do you know about the mod role? Sorry, mate. Do you know about mod role on YouTube? You can assign it to people, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm still getting into all the live streaming, mate. I'm gonna have to look at it again. I plan to do more live streams, definitely. You know, I'm already gonna swap this camera out to a better one. Don't know if it's probably essential right now because the camera that I want to get is about £60. It's a webcam and it's got a better quality. But certainly at the minute I'm enjoying doing them. It's fun to sort of show people around different airports, do some giveaways. That's really fun. So also before you start, you have to disable gesture from Q8 Airports. Are you the creator of Q8 Airport by any chance? Because if you are, I'll go there next because I haven't done a video for that and I always said I would do. And I apologise. Obviously, I was away from YouTube a lot. Oh, it's only -3 behind Britain. That is insane. Do you know what? I guess most people probably think, wow, that's a short time difference. That's cool. That's really cool to know, actually. It got me. Yeah, do you know what? I do remember names and stuff. So not that I got you, mate. I fully appreciate you coming into the stream actually and coming to have a chat. I'll go to Q8 Airport next, okay? Because I have installed it. Recently, it's been getting updated as soon as you update it. So it is in my simulator. I kid you not. Is it Q8 International? Yeah, see, there you go. It's there. Is that the one? Pretty sure it is. We'll go there next, okay? I promise. Because that one also on flightsim.to is always trending. It's always top lists. It's fantastic. But before you start, you have to disable GSX jetaways from. Do I have to quit? Do I have to quit the sim to do that though? To be honest, if I have to quit the sim, then I might show it off in a different stream. Please let me know in the comments if I have to quit the sim. Yes, this is the old one. What's the ICAO code of your one? Is it where I was? Was that the right one? Yeah. Let's load into Osaka. This is from Kado. This is from the. I think this is the one. I'm pretty sure it is. It's from the developer. Usually, flightsim.to gives you a tick where your download button is, and it hasn't on this. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I've downloaded though. It's from Kado and flightsim.to. Let's go in there. Have I got any Anajets? I'm pretty sure I've got the Star Wars one, have I? Can we put the Star Wars one in there? Jump into now, guys. Disclaimer: do not judge me. Sorry, mate. So yes, you have to quit the sim. The no is okay. If I've got to quit the sim, mate, we'll do it another time. if you're not bothered with me going into it, or will it crash? If I go into it now, sorry, after we've done Osaka, what would happen? Or would you rather not people see it with the GSX thing? Let me know. If you're happy with me going in there, then I'll go in there. Disclaimer. Oh, you've already seen it. I do have Captain Sim products. Okay, now listen up, guys. I don't endorse the quality of them. The price is ridiculous. Okay, the reason why I have them is for cinematics. Okay, I spent money on the freight version and the 777-300 version. The reason why I did this is cinematics, purely so I can have a 777 in it, because although it's just the 747 system wise and flight model, better than others theme, but do as you wish. Okay, well, we'll leave it for another one, but again, if you don't mind me going in, I can go into it. That's not a problem. But yeah, Captain Sim, don't endorse it. They're just for me to use as cinematic toys, because they are decent looking exterior models. The interior is quite good as well. Everything else is absolutely crap. But I don't ever feel good with giving them money. I might have to buy a 767 soon as well. But let's go into the C-3PO Star Wars livery, which I believe was on a 777-200ER, not on a 300. But I digress. So my mouth is getting really dry and I'm running out of water and no one is at home, so I can't even be a lazy get and shout for water. And I'm really hungry as well. Oh, we're having pasta bake tonight. I am going to attempt to make pasta bake, which sounds stupid, but I don't cook. I do. I'm blind. I do cook. I really do. It's just you're gonna have to just have a tuna butty in my kitchen skills. This one's taking a bit longer to load. Here we go. But this is Osaka. This is from Kadu. Flightsim.to. See, it started on that. You guys saw me do that. I put it on a stand and it's taxied out. Okay, well I'm just gonna make it daytime to start with. And we'll leave this 777 on the runway. It's a cool 777 though, isn't it? It's like the texture of C-3PO. Anyway, let's go and have a look at another freeware. Have I still got the live traffic turned on? Okay, so that probably might be a live stream in itself or a cinematic. I'm currently flipping between the FS traffic just flights version and FSTL. Right now, FSTL is installed. Personally, right now, the only thing that I don't like about it, which is just not even an issue, is the aircraft models aren't as nice as the Just Flight ones. But I've been having issues with Just Flight ones. They just don't seem... There's like, if you go to too many airports, or after a while, things just stop spawning in. They don't appear. And the only way I've found to fix it is to quit the sim completely. FSTL's got its own injector. You can take things away and add them. It has got a toolbar like FS traffic, but you can change things on the fly. You can remove it, remove nearby, so it's pretty decent. Again, only thing is the aircraft models are not as good, but they're updating it a lot. They've just updated it yesterday or the day before, and let's face it, guys, they're not too bad, really, are they? I mean, you've got some really bad hexagon cheese wheels here, but nothing that's causing me any issues. So this is Osaka, and it's from Kado. It's going to be in the description after the live stream. Already you can tell it looks fantastic, and yeah, it is a freeware. The developer is doing some fantastic things, by the way, with these sceneries. I believe this is the airport that has the approach lighting on like stands at the end because there's a drop. I think this is the one. We'll have a look at the end in a minute. Hello buddy, how you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Nice to have you with him. How'd you say your name, by the way? Is it because it looks like I always think it looks like Beetlejuice, but it's not. What's your actual name, if you don't mind me asking? So Osaka, look at it. It's got the roof terraced. If you go into the product page for this, or say product page, the link for it, you'll actually see the developer's done some before and not before and after. He's done some before and after shots, but he's done some real life shots as well, and it looks really good. I mean, again, some animated people here, not the most realistic looking animated people, but come on, that's not even me being nitpicking. That's just me saying that they're not you know, high resolution ones, but the performance is fantastic. Really, really nice. Just got myself some pretty mountains, Orbex Himalaya and Central Asian mesh. I'll have to have a look at that. I think I may have it, but I'll have to have a look. Your actual name is probably even more difficult. Okay. Hezo? Is it Hezo or Heizo? Hezo? Am I saying it right? I'm Dutch, by the way. Okay. I've had a couple of Dutch people in my streams recently. I must be doing some great promo work in over in Central Europe. So, flip the camera back around again because it's tilting. Hezo. Now flying the H115 around Mount Cook is fantastic, Elliot. So nice. It was one of my first ones when I returned. I think it was, or when I did my second return. But yeah, Mount Cook. NZA simulations just knock it out the park every time. They really, really do. But in terms of this scenery, look at the rooftop terrace. Look how detailed it is. You got all your planes. These planes are from FSTL. They're not static included in the simulator. But look at the landside, guys. Look at the lands. Look at the road markings. You know, you got all the Japanese markings on the floor. The car parks, the hotel. I think it looks like a hotel over to the left there. But you would generally be mistaken to think it was payware, and you know, I'd pay for this if I was looking for somewhere in Japan. I'd pay for this. It's very detailed. It's so good for freeware. Christchurch, another fantastic airport. They've done some really cool things, custom sounds, the ground texture, and the guys from NZA Simulations often pop into my Discord and show me some things. Again, I don't know if I could say that really, but yeah, they tease me a lot, and they were showing me sort of them working on the ground texture and sort of with the weeds and the sort of the exposed tarmac and brickwork, concrete, stuff like that, how detailed they got. And I was thinking, at first, you know what, I thought, and I didn't say this to them, I just thought, God, that's going to run like crap. But it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's a lovely, and with NZA and you know, a ton of other developers, PABR mostly, they they do a fantastic job of doing the surrounding areas as well with the buildings. He does that. A couple of others as well. Better some paywares, yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. The thing I always say when I comment on the freeware airport is, you know, you need to be looking at doing a pro version, a premium version. I know these guys love putting out freeware, but they deserve some donations are fine, but you know, you start putting out premium versions of the airports, people are going to buy them. A good example of that is Z Studios. Guillermo, he made Migsfield. I don't know if anyone's aware of that, because when I put that video out, a lot of people, some really sort of big YouTube flight simulator YouTubers, said did not know Migsfield was in the simulator now, and it is. There's a freeware version, which is still quite good, and then there's a premium version, which is, I think, is only still £10, and it's got one of the most detailed sceneries I've ever seen. The terminal's only small, but it's so detailed. It really is. But yeah, absolutely, it is better than some paywares. And this is the first time me seeing this one. I've installed it, but I haven't been here yet. Let's just go to the end of the runway, because no, this is a different one. There is another one that Kado does that has a approach lighting system that sort of comes off the ground, and in the simulator it was just the satellite imagery showing it, and he modeled it all, and it looks fantastic. Look at the engine testing bay over here. Look at this. Fantastic. Look at that. So cool. So cool. Yeah, so this is Osaka. It's absolutely free, if you can believe that. Available from flightsim.to. You know what? It's open in my face right now, so why not put it in there if you want to go and have a look at it now. Yeah, no, I know, Elliot, the Pappies, yeah, no, the approach lighting just before the runway, basically, there's an airport that he does that has got a whole sort of, it's like, they're on stilts, they're on big poles, and he's modelled all that. Sorry, and Elliot, yeah, the Italy freeware, yeah, no, it is good. It is good. Alex is the developer of them, and he does some amazing ones. You also, most people don't know or forget that another great freeware developer was Sergio Del Rosso. Fantastic sceneries. We're probably going to go and head there next to one of his. He is now in. He works for NZA Simulations now. You know, and it just shows you his work doing freeware paid off. NZA came calling, and he's now working with them, creating some of the sceneries you know and love by those guys. But yeah, another lovely freeware scenery, and if you look around, you can just see how dense the oh, missed that, didn't I? Look at that. He's even put the that could have been him. That could also just be satellite imagery. That's fantastic. Really, really great work. Let's head over to one of Sergio's airports, actually, because when I first saw this, and I took a screenshot of it at night, and people absolutely loved it, and it's really, really cool as well. Oh, I tell you what, I'm sweating now. It's a good job you can't see it, or you probably can, to be honest with you. How's everyone doing? If you haven't already popped into the chat, feel free to say hi, interact with everyone around here. Say hello. And obviously, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I'll be doing more of these live streams, and I'll be doing more cinematics very shortly. Where are we going? We're going to Wiley Post Will Rogers Memorial Airport, Papa Alpha Bravo Romeo. This is another freeware, of course, by Sergio Del Rosso, who now works with, as I said before, works with NZA Simulations. And I think I'm right. I think it's that stand. What we'll want to do is we'll want to grab a 37800 rather, in the Alaska Airlines colours. Let's go for the let's go for this one. Oh, actually, that looks kind of... Oh, do you know what, Brian? It doesn't matter, does it? Hopefully it starts on the stand as well. If you have just joined, guys, we're looking at some of some freeware scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're just having a good old chat. I'm talking... Oh, I thought it was going to crash then. Wow. It might do, actually, still. You know that bit where it kind of, the sound cuts out and you think, oh my god, don't. Yeah, we're live streaming. We're showing some freeware sceneries off today, just very casually, having a look around freeware sceneries that are available from flightsim.to. Couple have already been linked in the chat, and I will be linking the rest in the description. It has started again on the taxi on the runway, even though you've just seen me put it on there. Do you know what, guys? I really want to show you on the stand. I could use the what's it called? The slug mode, but I'd rather just stand. I'd rather just get it, put it on the stand next to the buildings like I wanted it to. Yeah, we're showing off freeware, all available on flightsim.to. We won't be live for much longer because I'm absolutely starving and I need more drink, and I'm gonna have to start food soon. I am cooking the tea today. The dinner, however you want to say it. Please start here now. Okay, so here we go. I always love that shot of the 747. How come no one's put a 747-400 in this sim yet? Like, legit, like, really, why isn't there 400? What's for dinner? We're having pasta bake, mate, and I'm actually making it, so good luck to my wife when she gets in. Nah, I'm only joking. It's within my realm. It's just a simple pasta bake. Chicken pasta bake. Not doing anything from scratch. What's for your dinner, Elliot? What are you having, mate? In fact, what are you all having? In the comments, please tell me what you're eating today or what you've had today. So this is Wiley post Will Rogers. This is the stand where I wanted to start. So the reason why I wanted to show you this doesn't look like the biggest airport. Pasta is the best. It is, mate. Carbs, 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 but well. I want to show you this because just there's a lot of ground clutter, and also, you know, in general, this kind of area will be getting a lot of snow. Great approach over the sea with all the container ships. Just the level of detail before Sergio started at NZA Simulations. I think he did a complete overhaul of all of his scenery. No clue, but just made peanut butter on toast. Everyone's gonna kill me. I don't like peanut butter, mate. I'm not a fan of peanuts or nuts in general. My wife loves it, but I just can't get to grips with it. Just don't like the taste of nuts, man. And for a long time, I had people on and just said I was allergic to them when I wasn't. I think it was just my way of getting out of eating it when I was younger, obviously. But you can see the details in the hangars. All branded. You got the Alaska Airlines hangars, and the area itself is just quite pretty. Actually, a lot of water around it as well. You allergic? No, I'm not allergic, mate. I just, as I say, to get out of eating nuts when I was younger. In terms of my mum or my granddad saying, you know, eat them or whatever. I used to say I was allergic, which was stupid because they'd know if I was allergic. But it kind of snowballed to later on in life where I just told people I was allergic. I'm not. Barbecue, oh mate, I love a barbecue. I love a barbecue. Ribs, brisket. I like beef burnt ends as well. Lovely. So yeah, sorry guys, off track. Wiley Will Rogers. This was Sergio Del Rosso. Did I say Sergio Aguero before? Did I actually say Sergio Aguero before? Did I say his name right? Because I got a feeling I said a footballer's name instead of the actual developer's name. But anyway, this airport just looks. It looks great. The ground clutter, as you can see, there's a lot of it, and the buildings look great. But what really looks great is when you start putting snow in. It's so cool. So I've put the snow to 100. And you can see Sergio put like mounds of sort of ground texture along the sides, so you've got this build-up of snow where it would have been moved out of the way, which is a nice little effect. He's done it for other bits as well. He's done it for around the buildings, on top of vents and stuff like that. You can see piles of snow here. I think they only appear though. I think they appear anyway, even if it's not snowing, which is just limitations, I guess. But you know, this isn't the best part. The best part is the night lighting. So I wanted the Alaska Airlines plane here, but it doesn't matter now. So basically, the best thing to do to get that lovely sort of, I guess, screenshot is, of course, to make the ground a bit wet. Just a tiny bit wet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it to nighttime. Oh, I forgot it's Alaska. It doesn't get dark at certain. There we go. Just look at that. Circuits are good, by the way. I'll send some vids. Yeah, send me them on Discord, mate. But yeah, Instagram, yeah. Really foggy. Ah, no. Yeah, mate. Good luck with everything on your flying, because something I've personally wanted to do for a long time, but never got round to doing it. But yeah, look at the night lighting in this scenery. Fantastic. It really, really is. I did a screenshot of Alaska Airlines sitting in front of its sort of building here. I wouldn't. It's not a hangar, but the floor was dead wet, and it looked fun. And I think it's before he did his kind of last upgrades as well. Add a bit more. Should we add a bit more rain? See if it gets wet. It's the reflections, man. It looks so cool. Tell you what we'll do. We'll just make it rain. There we go. And there's those reflections. Look at that. Look at the reflections. Wasn't this one of your original? Yeah, it was. Absolutely was, mate. Yeah, you're right, Elliot. It was one of my original freeware review videos. But it wouldn't have looked like this because, as I say, Sergio went back and did some tweaks. As I say, before he joined NZA Simulations. But just look at that. Weird the way the reflections go when you start zooming in, which is, I guess, a limitation of something, my graphics card or just the simulator itself. But you could get some really nice shots if you were able to zoom in on reflections. You really could. I don't know if you can get low. I don't know if it's still, yeah, see if you kind of disappears, doesn't it, still? I guess that's cool. That kind of works. That's cool. And you see the reflections of the sign in the water. Yeah, the X-Plane 12 reflections look phenomenal, mate. They really do. So let's do one more airport. I will do more of these streams, guys. I'm just trying to find my feet, practice a little, see how everyone's doing, see if people like the streams, which at the minute seems to be going down well. I'll do more. I'll show more freewares off. I'll show some paywares off as well. I'll do some dedicated reviews to show you what they look like as well. Have you heard of Odessa? ODs, individuals use it. Yeah, they mentioned that, didn't they? Oh, did you mention that, mate? Hey, Lennox, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine, mate. How are you? You okay? Yeah, I think Elliot, you told me about the music, and I haven't. Let me have a look, guys, because as I say, this live stream was planned at 1:30 today. I went live at 3. I had no idea what I was going to show you. I'm just going to have a look through my list. I'm going to see if I've put any more freeware down. Interesting. There's a couple that I haven't shown on the channel. There's a couple that I have shown. But that's good to hear, Lennox. That's good to hear, mate. Thanks for dropping by as well. You might have to rewatch the stream because I'm showing off one more airport. Again, YouTube told me that most of my subscribers are on from about 3 or 4 o'clock today. So, yeah, Elliot, I'm not good at flying helicopters. I don't even know how I did that H145 video, but you know from chatting with me on a regular basis that I really struggled with it. Maybe you can zoom in more artificially with it when you upscale. Yeah, the FPS doesn't matter, mate, at all. I'm gonna look at that because when we were doing that just then, I just didn't want to sit there for half an hour because sometimes I can do that. You know, I have a tendency when I'm making cinematics to then start taking screenshots, and it doesn't help me one bit. It puts me behind, and then I say to myself, why haven't I filmed anything? I'll have a look at it because I was looking at reflections a while back in the sim and thought, you know what, I did some for phone photography for ages. I actually got shortlisted for a Sony award for a picture of the lava buildings in Liverpool. So when it comes to doing screenshots in the simulator, I try and just look at some really unique views, and reflections is one of them. So I'm going to look at that more. I've lost where I'm going. So we need to go somewhere else now before we end this stream. I'm seeing a couple on here because I've got a list here on my second screen. I've got quite a few, but I want to leave them to do a cinematic for them. So I don't know, guys. There's one there that I'm looking at, and I haven't seen it in real life. I mean, in the simulator, I haven't gone into it yet. Do you know what? We'll take a gamble on it. Listen, I'm not saying that freewares are bad and good. I remember getting a comment a while back saying, you know, I shouldn't critique freeware, and I wasn't at all. I was just mainly saying that there was a couple of points. I think I was picking out some things, sort of just like before when I said about the animated people not looking good. Wasn't a criticism at all, but I like to look at the screenshots. Obviously, read the reviews and have a look and see what's working and what's not. Obviously, there's freewares that look like payware. There's freewares that are really good. There's some freewares that upgrade the default scenery just by adding in better the default Asobo buildings, so they change it. So sometimes you'll go to an airport, a default one, and there'll be a massive building where it should be a small. So the developers go in and just change it, and that's kind of the easiest thing to do without doing custom models. And then there's some freeware that is just, unfortunately, I have to say, dreadful. And I don't think people making freeware, I'm not giving them a bad time. I'm trying to describe it in a way that you understand. I have respect for everyone who spends time making something for free and sharing it with the community. But some things, like, I don't know, you know, a flying PC with wings, there probably is a version of that. But you know what, you think to yourself, this person has gone into great depth to do that and actually done a custom model. They could have done an airport. They could have done something. I don't get it. Maybe people think that I'm being a bit too serious. I just think for them to have those skills but then do something so stupid, like, you know what I mean? There's some paywares like that. There's some paywares like that. Anyway, Vilnius International. I downloaded this about 2 weeks ago. Echo Yankee Victor Indigo. Let's go there. And let's see what it looks like. Don't have much information on this one, guys, in terms of who fly there. Stuff like that. What I am doing right now is I'm going to go into its download page. Let me just, before I do that, let me just made a nice screenshot yesterday with the canoe. Yeah, the canoe. I thought that was actually a payware from it's high performance, isn't it? Is it? No, it's Got Friends, isn't it? Who do the canoe? I thought it was payware, but it's not. The PC12 by Simworks, Elliot. Yeah, I believe it's going to be better than the Coronado one, which I do have, and it's still quite nice. Lennox, you from Scotland by any chance? No, mate. I'm not Scottish, mate. I'm from Liverpool in the UK. So northwest in the middle. I'm from Liverpool, but I love Scotland. FREEWARE. We don't need to accept anything just because it's free. Yeah, I know. I get that. No, it's just I was trying to be a bit more diplomatic about it, as in, if you've got the skills to make something, don't go off and make a stupid product that it's just I don't get it personally, because there is products like that. If you've got the skills, go off and make a really nice airfield. Start off with something small, make a lovely airfield. Do some research on it. If you've got the means, like MT Simulations, so Morgan from Morgan Thomas, so he did Coventry Airport, which I've shown quite a lot, and I did the cinematic for. I think he works nearby. He works by the airport, and he did this project of making it all again, and it was fantastic, really good. Damn, I'm still trying to figure out the accents. I'm going to Scotland in like 2 months, so I might be able to. Yeah, you definitely will, mate. You definitely will. You'll look back at this video and be like, yeah, okay. So, Vilnius, I think I'm saying that right. Echo Yankee Victor Indigo. A lot of custom buildings. The screen that. Oh God, what happened there? Whoa, God, I'm a 36-year-old man. What happened? You can have that. You can have a laugh at that. Lot of great screenshots on the download page. The developer is Cherka. Now it's CH3 RKA, but I think I'm assuming they're using the 3 as a backwards E. So Cherka. Let me just pop it. Yeah, I'm right there, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? So it's in the comments for you. My ears, ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I haven't got a clue. Just checking out the time. Let's go into Vilnius. Just gonna have a quick look, see if there's anything mentioned about particular airlines. Ooh, this one looks to have a nice looking hangar in it. Main terminals there. It's got some jet bridges. Let's just pop a. Let's have a look. Do you know what, guys? Just bear with me. So what I'm doing right now, just so it's not sort of dead air, is I'm going to go into the trusty Flight Radar 24, which I'm sure you guys have gone on to once or twice before. Echo Yankee Victor Indigo Vilnius. I tell you what, the picture of it though, compared to the actual picture of it on flightsim.co, is fantastic. Okay, so Turkish Airlines, Ryanair, Air Baltic, Finnair, Wizz Air, Ryanair, SAS. Oh, no, we won't do that. So basically, the airport, sort of, you're looking at 737s, A320s. Doesn't look like they've got anything else going there that's any bigger, which is odd because the size of the aprons, sort of, and the airport itself looks quite a decent size, doesn't it? Let's just stick with a 737-800, and I know I don't have to do this. I could have just stuck the Alaska Airlines plane there, but you know, that kind of thing really, it's horrible. And this is another reason why my cinematics take so long as well. I do a hell of a lot of research before I start filming. I try to get corresponding liveries for planes that are going there. I try my very best to have the right aircraft there. GA airports are a bit harder because there's not as many liveries out. If it's a GA airport in America, I've noticed there's a ton of liveries for the likes of the Piper Arrow, the Cessnas and stuff like that. But yeah, I take a while doing that. Let's do the split scimitars of the Ryanair. You can download this livery pack on flightsim.to as well. And let's go to Vilnius. Let's end with this airport, guys. I worked for 1 year on my SAF FREEWARE. Yeah, I spent a lot of time making something beautiful for the community. I feel really bad, but have I featured that before on my channel? Or have I seen it? Because if I haven't, dude, then really, I would have. Well, I'll get it downloaded and I'll feature it next. Family member flew there last week. Ah, perfect. Okay, well, Ryanair, so yeah, we're doing Ryanair again, mate. I've been going nearly 2 hours. No wonder my throat feels like I've been in the Sahara Desert. And it started me on the taxiway again. I'm not jumping out of it. There's no point. Let's, even though I set it to daytime as well, let's put it in the day. Let's have a look. Me Ryanair's rolling. It's still rolling. Perfect. Right. Okay. Let's jump out. Let's have a look around. So again, these will be the FSTL traffic static aircraft. Are you the Steam version? No, I'm not. I'm the. I bought it on Microsoft Store. So initial impressions, guys, very nice. The terminal looks spot on. No flat edges as well. Everything's got a bit of depth to it. These sort of metal shroud going across there. Oh, this has parallax interiors. That is fantastic. Do you know what? Parallax interiors, again, only some payware. It's fantastic. That's really good. Just an example, because some people just hate some. Yeah, no, do mate, yeah, no, but I tell you what though, I need to have a look, don't I? I need to have a look at your freeware. I'm guessing it's on flightsim.to, yeah? So this is really nice. This is I think this is going to get a cinematic, lovely pyramid glass kind of skylight here. The modelling of the buildings is great. It's a shame, again, see, this is what I mean. I'm not criticising it. I'm just saying it's a shame the land side isn't more fleshed out here. And I'd imagine you would agree with me, guys, but you know, maybe in an update, you know, the community can go back and update the freeware for sure. Oh, there's a plane taking off. What I would say, do you know what? I will leave it till another time, guys, because I want to do a live stream on, I want to do a video on the traffic, you know, the AI traffic solutions that we've got, mainly FSTL and FS traffic, because a AIG setup is very, very hard. Well, not hard, it's time consuming. It's on flightsim.co. I will have a look at it, mate. I will, once I've finished the live stream, I will pop it in the comments, even though we didn't go to it, but we will go to it on another live stream another time. Don't know when, but we'll go there. So yeah, you can see there's a Ryanair just gone past those Polish lot. Yeah, I'm going to do something about live traffic, whether it's cinematics, whether it's... they're going to hit my Ryanair. Runway incursion. Nah, yeah, live traffic. I'm going to do something about it. I might do a live stream looking at, sort of talking about it, because I have some opinions on everything. One of the opinions is the sound of the aircraft on FSTL, which is freeware, is far better than Just Flights. Like, Just Flights, you'll be sort of at an airport and you'll just hear the aircraft just go and start up and just be like full blast straight away. In FSTL's sound set, you can hear it spooling up, you can hear the engine starting up. The sound set is a hell of a lot better, in my opinion. It's an airbase in the middle of Rio and has a Brazilian Airspace Museum. Nice. Okay, nice. So, guys, this is the last airport I'm going to show, because honestly, right now, my throat is absolutely killing me. You can see the FSTL traffic doing its business there. Do you know what, guys? I wasn't going to do this because I just think it looks weird, but let me move him out the way. Here we go. It's not perfect, but he's there anyway. And now they might be able to take off. Not that we're doing any virtual plane spotting today. So yeah, the main building looks fantastic. The main terminal is just really well modelled. Look at the rust and the weathering on the roof. You've got the Vilnius sign at the front there. And overall, again, another little beauty, a lovely little gem of a freeware. Now, these buildings look even better. Whether it's just because it's got that red and white on there, but doesn't that look stunning? Very, very impressed. Very impressed. Lufthansa tail there. Just avoided it. Just swing round. Now, when these take off on FSTL, that is something that isn't as good as Just Flight traffic. Certain airports seem to look weirder. Manchester Airport looks awful. See, that one didn't even rotate, it just sort of lifted off the ground. They've just updated it anyway, but I'll talk more in a different video. Pretty cool to have the AI traffic though. Same quality as the FREEWARE Japan one. Yeah, there's a couple of the FREEWARE Japan ones as well. Again, like you say, the quality is fantastic. All the outbuildings, the cargo, I imagine sort of cargos and office buildings. Look at this hangar. This is fantastic, guys. Look at this. Authentic signage for the area that we're in. The rust on the ladders, the weathering, the dirty textures on the front of the hangars. Very, very well done. Absolutely. I'm glad I showed you this. There's the other hangar here, and it's got like a design on it, I think. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, and look, oh, we'll look at that in a second. So this is what I mean. The detail that's gone into the lights, you know, there's actual 3D models of the lights. The sign is also 3D. And then the front of the hangar's being done in a similar in a similar standard. Standard of work is fantastic. Look at this building though. The graffiti work on it. And I'd imagine that would be the same as what it is at the real airport as well. It's the fire station. Look at that. Gonna take my dog for a walk. See you next time. Bon appetit for the street. Oh, absolutely, mate. It won't even touch the side. I'm gonna have to go and make it soon. See you soon, and we'll speak later. Hopefully, see you again in another stream. And then there's more. There's more little bits down here. Look at these little hangars. They look great, don't they? Oh yeah. Sorry about the whistling. That's probably really not nice for the speakers. But that's some really good detailing, isn't it? Ground texture looks fantastic. Runway markings, apron markings look great. Let's just go up above. We've got an inactive old runway there by the looks of it. Looks like. Another really nice little airport. Hopefully, I'd love to see a more fleshed out landside area. But yeah, absolutely. See you later, buddy. See you soon. I'm gonna call it a day, guys, because I'm spitting feathers. I'm needing more water. Might need a hot lemon. My throat's killing me. I think live streaming seems to be it's nice. I like doing it. Mickey, see you. The last airport was beauty. Mickey, see you later, bud. See you later, Elliot, mate. I'll be going soon. I'm just finishing off the stream and then I'll be going. So yeah, I like live streaming. Live streaming seems to be for me really therapeutic. I like having those things. So making cinematics, they're very therapeutic for me. Sometimes they can do my bloody head in. The only thing that does my bloody head in when I'm doing cinematics is finding the right music, as you probably already know. That is horrible. The editing process, I absolutely love it. I love sitting on my desk here and I'm just sitting there clipping away, trimming the clips, putting it together. Live streaming, as long as I've got enough water and stuff, because you can probably hear it in my voice now, to be honest. It's very therapeutic. I like the interaction with everyone. I love speaking to you guys, and hopefully over time more and more people come, because I can imagine if there's a bigger, the chat's more full, it'd be harder to reply to everyone, to be fair. But I always respect live stream, anyone, content creators. I respect the hell out of them. But I kind of, even more now, I respect anyone who's live streaming as their main thing, like Airliners Live, because it's just mad. Don't get me thinking about music whilst I'm gonna, yeah, man. So we've been to a nice little selection of airports today. All FREEWARE airports. We've done some bigger ones. We've done some smaller ones. We've been different parts of the world as well. We've been in America, Germany, Japan. It's been good. I'm going to start linking everything in the comments. For anyone watching back, I don't know when going live is best for people. YouTube told me that most of my subscribers were online at this time. I don't expect everyone to click on my live stream. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's what it's told me. So, if anyone has any better ideas of times, I've looked online. There's a website saying very early in the morning for the UK, because it kind of catches the rest of the world. We'll have a look. I don't know if streaming in the morning is going to be any good for me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it there, guys. I need to ring my lovely wife, and I need to have a drink. I need to have some food, and I need to link these airports so you guys can potentially download them. Thanks for stopping by. Tuesday live stream at 7 p.m. UK time. I'm giving some copies of SoFly's new add-on away. You'll see what that is on Tuesday. 5 copies. It'll be a subscribe and comment in the comment section type of giveaway again. Dead easy. Don't need to go to external links. There's no point. Join me then. And yeah, stay safe, and I will see you again soon, guys.